What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phones and Drones. If you guys saw our unboxing on the new iPhone 16 Pro Max, you guys know that we talked about already having the regular base model 16 in that teal colorway in-house, and this video is in regards to unboxing this baby. We're going to save all the intros. Let's jump right into it and check these color offerings out. So jumping right into it, obviously this video is going to be for the base 16 in 128 gigs in what I think is probably one of the best colors this year aside from that ultramarine, and that is teal. You have your iPhone X style camera cutouts. Packaging wise, basically the same as what they've been doing for the last few years here. They are using the iPhone lettering in the color of the phone. So again, teal, you can kind of see it there. And yeah, basically the same packaging that it's been year over year now. Definitely kind of stale. I wish they brought back at least a black packaging for the iPhone Pros that come out, but here we are. What they are saying is that these packaging are a little slimmer than the years past. It's barely noticeable, to be honest with you. Same way you open them as we have again done recently. Two little pull tabs there and just pop it over. And right off the bat, this baby looks amazing. So I'm so glad Apple decided to saturate these phones a little more with color. The railing is matte and it looks really good with this teal colorway. Let me try to get the light to hit it in every direction. It's not as reflective as the 16 was in our unboxing video for that, but this looks amazing. If you're looking to get some sort of vivid phone and you don't want pink, this might be it. That ultramarine might be a little too saturated, at least for my liking. Personal preference, but this looks really, really good. As you can see, that camera control right here, it does have a nice little clicky sound. Obviously, you know, your power button there. Volume rockers on the left and action button now new to the base 16s this year, coming down from the Pro models last year. I really do think this looks like a good phone this year. I do like the camera setup. Instead of being kind of diagonal, they are lining up one on top of each other. But again, personal preference with that. So these, unlike the Pros, did not change screen size at all. They have kept the same size from last year, and they unfortunately still only have a 60 Hz refresh rate. I have been using a Pro model for quite a number of years now. I'm very curious to see how noticeable it is using only 60 Hz instead of that ProRes display or Pro Motion display. So we'll put all that to the test. Let me go ahead and get this activated. So when you go to set up your new iPhone 16 series device, you can see right off the bat, you have a pop-up for camera control. It says click camera control to open a camera app, then click again to use camera control as a shutter. So when you say continue, this whole new interface that Apple kind of introduced last year with the action button looks so good to me personally. Definitely a big fan. So we'll go ahead and continue with all of this. We are up and running. And again, I'm a big fan of this color. So let's go ahead and look at camera control first thing. And right off the bat, right when you tap it, you get the options to look at your photographic styles. Try it. We can set it up later. You can actually see exactly what you want your photo to look like. And these new undertones with this grid here is going to be, I believe, a game changer for people that like to actually customize their pictures and not make them look either as vibrant or as flat. So let me go ahead and show you exactly how it looks. So we'll take a picture of these cases we're going to be showing you guys a little later. And if you like it like that, you don't have to do anything with it. But if you want to actually scroll around, you can see how it's getting lighter or darker depending on where you are on the grid. And you can find exactly what you want it to look like overall. So I think that's going to be a very nice touch, and a lot of people are going to appreciate it this year. So here we go. Again, what you're going to be able to do, you launch your camera controls and you can actually swipe on this to change your views. You can actually type it, press it again, kind of give it a little bit of a force touch, so to speak, and zoom in as needed with that. Zoom out. You can kind of give it a little harder press, take your photo again. Yeah. So it remains to be seen how good that's going to be or how useful it is. I think it's kind of stretched out a little far, personally, for me. I usually wear this Aura ring on that finger, and it definitely hits the side of the phone trying to get over to it. I guess it was in an attempt to be able to keep it if you want to shoot in portrait or landscape in a neutral position, but this is definitely way higher up than I was anticipating. It probably should have been a lot closer down to the antenna band here. And speaking of antenna band, what's interesting is, if you recall, and actually I can get my 15 Pro Max, the antenna band was basically in that same position last year for the 5G millimeter wave. I don't know exactly where they put it now. It looks to be MIA. So they must have figured out another way to get around that cutout. So yeah, that's a quick first look. I can tell you one more thing. Scrolling back and around, the 60 hertz is definitely noticeable if you're coming from a 120, but again, not a deal breaker. It's just somewhat disappointing that on such an expensive device, you don't have a higher resolution display. So take that for what you want. Thanks for watching, guys. We will catch you in the next one. Peace.